back on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, now joined by Jordan Devoto. I mispronounced your name
You're fine.
earlier. So Evan O'Kelly, our wonderful sports information director, corrected me on that, so I do apologize, Jordan.
No worries.
But, well, yeah, let's get right into it. So you're a sophomore right now. You're going to be entering your junior season next year on the softball team, the women's soccer team. Kind of talked to Jessica about this, but what's the off season look like for you all? I mean, I think a lot of times people think all the work happens in the season, but there's so much stuff that leads up to that. What are you all going through right now, and how does that kind of pay off once the season hits?
No, you're absolutely right. I think that some people take off season as off time, and in a lot of senses it's not. It's almost even more work. I mean, I think we as athletes feel it more in our bodies because it's lifting and it's running and you feel sore all the time and it's early morning and it's but no, this is the time that we put in work and get stronger and get better and get faster. Those things more off the ball instead of necessarily on the ball when we focus on in season. But yeah, we're just doing a lot of sprints, a lot of lifting, a lot of being together, which is great.
Yeah, and it's been a tough winter in Billings, so I'm sure you're ready to get back out onto some actual grass and outside with the sun and stuff.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm obviously from Montana, so I'm here all winter long. And yeah, I have to come up with creative ways to stay fit and out in the snow. But no, I think all of us are just itching to get outside and play on the turf.
Yeah.
Just run, get outside.
Oh, I know. I'm with you. I'm just like, I can't stay in too much longer.
Yeah, no.
So hopefully it happens quick. Well, cool, Jordan. So Jessica talked about the coaching change, obviously, new head coach. How is that going to impact your all's upcoming season? She talked about the culture and whatnot. What are your thoughts on how it'll be different for you all moving forward?
Yeah, well, I think it really makes a difference that our team is really young. I know that Jessica had our previous coach for her entire time, so I think that is really a different jump for her, although Steven is great and he's been there this whole time with her too. So I think in a sense it won't have as much of an impact because these young players are just coming in, everything's new already, but we're really excited. I mean, we all have really enjoyed the start of the season so far this spring and what Steven has done with us. I mean, the intensity was 110% from the start, and the quality as well. I think we're really doing some really quality work. I mean, just putting in time and effort. And as far as the coaching change, we trust Steven, and we have complete faith in him and the rest of the team that we're going to do really well.
Yeah, and probably more of a question for Coach, but obviously he's probably bringing in some recruits, so you've got to meet some girls and to see some potential people that are coming in. So what's the outlook coming up for this season? Obviously you're going to be a junior, so you're going to be in your third year. And talking to Jessica, getting back to the GNAC tournament is big. So,
absolutely.
What are your thoughts on getting back there?
Well, I mean, last season was a little bit of a struggle in the fact that we just didn't do as well as we wanted to. But I don't contribute that to us being a young team. I think it may have played a part, but I don't think it was the reason. I think that the players that we have right now and that we're bringing in are completely capable of playing at the GNEC level. Might be a little bit rocky at the start, I know it was for me, but absolutely capable of doing it. And with the work that we're putting in now, we're working so hard, and we're so excited just to be able to get there and to be able to play at Concordia and do GNEC. We're planning on making it far, and I think that the rest of the team, once we have that high expectation, we're going to make it happen.
Well, good. So, Jordan, what's the summer look like for you all? Obviously, school's not in session. Do you all stay together for certain periods of time, or do people kind of go off and do their own things for a little bit? What's the summer session look like for you all getting ready for the fall?
Yeah, well, typically, since we're all from across the country, we all typically go home a lot of times. However, a lot of the upperclassmen, we have been able to get houses in Billings and kind of stay together. The summer's just all about work. We just, keep training, keep getting fit. But it's amazing how much we stay connected throughout the summer. I mean, we have group Snapchats, we have group messages, we have just so much stuff that to keep that team together, I think, is really important. And I mean, so many times, so many people were like, hey, what'd you do today? What was your workout? And they're like, oh, I haven't done it yet. They're like, well, let's get to it. Let's go, And I think keeping each other accountable is really important throughout the summer, even if we're not there face-to-face, but I think it's important.
Well, cool. Hey, student question. I know it's hard to be a student athlete here. It's, you're putting all this time in for soccer, but still academics. How do you balance that, and how do you kind of just go about your day?
Well, I mean, you do have to balance it. I think that that's important. I mean, first of all, we committed here as students, and second of all, as athletes. And I think that the key word there being commitment. It is a commitment because you have to commit every morning to wake up and have a good attitude and go to class, go to practice, and put your best into it, because classes start getting kind of crazy. They start kind of falling back if you don't put 100% effort. And it's hard as a student athlete, but it's totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. I love being a part of something that's a little bit bigger than myself, and being on that soccer team is just great. And also being on the team, I mean, you have, for me right now, is 15 other players that have either taken that class or will take it with you. So I think it's also kind of helped. But
Yeah, well, good. Well, hey, Jordan, thank you so much.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck the rest of the semester with school and workouts and the summertime. I know you're from Montana here. It tends to be pretty nice in the summer,
Oh, I
at
love
least,
it.
which is good for you, I'm sure, to work out and all that cool
Yeah.
stuff. And then best of luck next year, and hopefully you all get back into that GNAC tournament and have a great season.
Thank you. We plan on it.
All right. Well, Jordan Devoto here, a sophomore, going to be in her junior season next year. And up next is going to be head coach Stephen Cavallo for the women's soccer team here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Stay tuned.